Good evening, Ducks. It's a Wednesday evening and yet another time for a Duckhook show, and we look forward to having a chat, all that is Duckhook and beyond. We have been having discussions during the week about golf courses that we have played, and thank you very much for the response. So we'll have a bit of a chat about that and put up a leaderboard, and I even got some pictures of people playing at certain places, so that'll be fun. Yes, it's the end of the Thursday League coming up tomorrow at Randpark's Firethorn course. So we'll be building up with that. And then we've got some interesting discussions to have afterwards, and also a bit of a rules thing as we've been doing. I'm not alone, as always. I have my panel of guests, and our special guest today is Jamie Sherry, who has all but won the Thursday League. Jamie,
Ah, cheers, cheers. Throw me
did
under
I
the
put the
bus.
mockers on you right now?
Yeah, thanks, Maz. No pressure now. I'll try and sleep tonight.
I'm going to be asking you and showing the people how your season's been going and how you plan on going through Firethorn, but encapsulate the whole thing. Are you surprised to be leading the Thursday League?
Yeah, I haven't really had a great year. I've only had a couple of rounds under par, but I haven't had any really bad rounds. So, when I'm not a great scoreboard person, so when I was told 2 months ago that I was up there, it was a bit of surprise, but I'll take it. What will
Mm.
be, will be.
Will be. It's going to be nice to have another name on the honors board for the Thursday League. Fricky joins us as usual. Fricky, how are you?
Yeah, lekker mensen. And yeah, it was a great week. Sort of tough, but yeah, great. And looking forward to tomorrow. I think it's
Yes.
my third or fourth Thursday event this year. So very happy and yeah, match play time, man.
Big game. It's your game against Grant in the final, and you have to win. Because if Grant wins, then it makes it interesting. But we'll look at that. And Donnie, this is your first YouTube appearance, so I know the last show got about 200 views. Now with you on, we'll probably get 1,000.
I don't think so. Not that much, man. But yeah, no, thanks for having me again. It's been a while, but yeah, no, thanks.
It's always nice. And yeah, it will help us go through Firethorn. You know that place very well. I've got a lot of comments and a lot of guys watching already, and girls. Andre Vessels, Goeie Nant Amal, Martin's there, Nant Ducks, Brian Evening Ducks, Graham de Villiers, howdy gents, Kim Schaefer's watching, Nico Kruger. Are you at home or are you still at the bar, Nico? Let us know. Vickers, Lee is playing tomorrow and is watching. Nice to have you playing, Vickers Lee. Louis Jensen's watching. Kieran, as always, Thursday League player, and avid supporter of the show is watching. Hansi's there. Shannon Schaefer says, good evening, Ducks. Good luck to all the boys playing Firethorn tomorrow in the final Thursday event. Yes, Lucas, Burke is watching. Brandon is watching. Rudolph is watching. Gerald is watching. And there's an odd name. I don't know. What name is that, Frikkie? FC. Goeie Nant
FS.
Almal.
Probably Francois Scholes, maybe.
Maybe. Oh, maybe he's got a account with YouTube now. Paul Wallenkamp. White Tiger's there. Rudolph's there. Great. Okay. And then they just going. Again. Fats is watching all the way from where is he? Congo?
DRC, yeah, correct, yeah.
DRC. Hang in there, Fats. I had a chat with him the other day and he says it's crap. So just hang in there. You'll survive. Yes. Send us some pictures. He's been very quiet in the group. I don't know if his WhatsApp's working for the group, but this is the opportunity to tell us where you are. As always, we just need to remind everybody where we are lying in the season. Scratch the top one off. Woodill's done. Sunday one is done. Shandon Schaefer is the champion. Tomorrow, the all-important Thursday at Firethorn. We'll see who the champion will be, but we pretty much know. Then Krugersdorp next Sunday on the 24th of November, and then the all-important Summer Cup. I can tell you that I think about 38 players have already confirmed for the Summer Cup, and that is not finished with a Thursday or Sunday yet. Donnie, I need you to get an automatic qualification. You don't want to be the one who has to get a special invite.
Well, that's been the story of the year up until the Open, so we'll have to see.
Yo, I'm gonna have to do you favors here. Pull some strings. As you know, one of these trophies have been given away. So we look forward to giving the next one away because we always have, how many is that? 7 to give away at the end of the year. And we're giving away number 2. Just to remind you what the prize set up for the Summer Cup is. The all-important entry into the Classic is the big one if you win the Summer Cup. And this is at Kyalami. Donnie, I know you love Kyalami, so maybe if you do manage to crack the nod, you could do that.
Yeah, I was like, nah, well, let's hope. Let's hope.
Cool. Cleveland Wedge for the runner-up, dozen golf balls for third, entry into the singles match play for fourth, and fifth is a free lead round. So that's what we're looking at. As I mentioned, 38 players. It's going to be good. I think the goal is to get to 60 and then have a good old K afterwards and celebrate with each other and then move on. Now, I have been going through the rules thing. Last week, we did the yellow and red stakes, right? And then our rules commandant or official, Jaco Jacobs, on the group afterwards would put exactly down how it all works. So maybe he does the same this time around. So this week, we are looking at unplayable lies and what the rulings are around unplayable lies. So have a look at this. And if you have any questions, Donnie will answer them.
If you are in a spot where you can't or don't want to play your ball as it lies, consider taking relief. Unplayable ball relief can be taken anywhere on the course except when your ball is in a penalty area, where the penalty area rule applies. If you decide to take relief, you have 3 options, but all come with 1 penalty stroke. The first option is stroke and distance, which means you can go back to the spot where you last played. The second is to imagine a straight line from the hole through the location of your ball and drop on that line behind it. Your ball can roll up to 1 club length in any direction from where it first struck the course, including forward. The third is to drop anywhere within 2 club lengths of your ball, no closer to the hole. In a bunker, you have the same 3 relief options, all for 1 penalty stroke. The only exception is you must stay inside the bunker if using either the 2 club length or back on the line option. There is, however, a 4th option that only applies when you decide your ball is unplayable in a bunker. It allows you to get out of the bunker by going back on the line as far as you'd like and comes with 2 penalty strokes.
Yeah.
So there we have it. Donnie, I have a question for you. I was just saying that. I was saying, why would you have 2 options in a bunker of 2 club lengths or back on the line? Because then you can pretty much, doesn't matter about the 2 club lengths, does it?
Yeah, no, true. It's like it's up to the guy's discretion, you know. But I know a while back there was a tournament where one of the tour players actually hit his ball. Similar thing, he actually called an unplayable lie, but within the 2 club lengths on the spot, he was actually going worse into the trouble. So he actually went back to where he hit his previous shot. So, like for me, yet again, I think it comes down to if it is. See, your first option is as like the 2 club rule to try and take that relief, but see if you open. Otherwise, you know, just maybe go back to regional spot where you hit it with the penalty.
Yeah. And Fricky, don't forget the line of sight. I think a lot of people won't keep that in mind, keeping where the line to the hole is. So if there's a tree in the way, sorry.
That's
Yeah,
it.
100% right. Yeah. Yeah, look, I've seen a couple of guys, you know, when they take relief, you know, obviously there's some sort of a line where they make it a little bit favorable for themselves. So I think it's good to see that you have to check where the flag is, where your ball is lying, and then go back in that specific line. That's very important to know. I know we've made similar mistakes before.
Yeah. Anything else to add, Jamie? I don't think you're in much trouble. You can't hit it far enough to be in too much trouble.
No, exactly, and I'm not great with rules either. So whatever my partner tells me I must do, I will do it. But
The only trouble that Mr. Sherry will get from the tee box is if he hits a small mole hill on the fairway, because I've never seen him miss a fairway. So
You're right.
I think that's the only trouble that he'll get in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamie, he stands on the tee box and it's just back and forward and the thing goes straight.
yeah, it's everything else that kind of goes wrong.
I had a comment here. Mark said, didn't know you can line back when an unplayable. Good to know. Well, as long as we get it right, I suppose. Now, I was talking about the courses that we were discussing, what the course list is. So some of you had sent it in, so you know where a benchmark kind of is, but a lot of you sent me the message privately. So I've put them all in order. So this is going to be interesting to see. And I was telling Donnie, there's not many people that can actually gain a lot of courses by just going outside the outskirts here where these little courses are and playing them. So here we are. Are we ready? Jamie, you're not on this list because you don't care about our WhatsApp group, but you will tell us a few stories afterwards. There we have it. Okay, so subsequently, not very long ago, since I added this, Nico Root sent me a message and said he forgot one. So he's on 130. Okay, so he's the first person to breach 130. Graham de Villiers is on 129. Donnie, you're on 127. Jaco Jacobs also 127. And this also includes international golf courses. So the guys who've sent this, if you didn't include international golf courses, then you can somewhere just drop me a line on the chat line and I'll include an extra. Fat 112, that includes playing in Vegas. Wayne Jensen 111. Flicky 102, so you recently lifted your bat. Hansi also recently lifted his bat. Grant Nels on 92, Martins on 85, Jacomin on 84, Shannon Shavers 75, Brian Owen 75, Kieran on 72, 100 Vessels 71. Mark is on 50, Paul Wallenkop's on 49. Come on, Paul. We're almost lapping you here. Francois Skulls 45, and he was very proud about that 45. Gary Mansfield 45, and Christian Yorker was also very proud about his 29. You can do it. So,
Mazzo, before you that 102 was, or the 100th course was 2 years ago. So, yeah, had any courses since then. So, yeah, just keep that in mind.
So you've totally stagnated. I remember somebody asked me what my 100th course was not too long ago, and I remember now. Donnie.
Yes.
What was your 100th course? Can you remember?
No, not at all. That's been a few years ago, so I'm really not too sure.
Okay, Louis Jensen says he's played 76 courses, and mostly thanks to Duckhook. Jamie, you were telling us a story earlier that you were caddy at Wentworth, right? So you've been overseas, but when you came here, you only played 3 courses. What's the story there?
Yeah, so when I was a student, my uncle was caddy master at Royal Berkshire, which is just up the road from Wentworth, but it's a private course. So me and my buddies, we used to go and caddy at Berkshire, Sunningdale, and Wentworth in the summer holidays, and we would caddy in the day, and then because it only gets dark at sort of 8:30, 9 o'clock, we would then go and play 9 holes in the evening. So they're my 3. Over here, I've played most of the Duckhook ones, so I don't know, puts me up to about 35, 40 maybe.
No, I reckon maybe you'd be closer to 50, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe. I can probably only remember about 30 of them.
Yeah, well, I was saying earlier you can't remember yesterday's round, so
no, you've got to remember some of the. I played a lot of rounds with Kero, so I don't remember those rounds half the time. So
very good. We have some input here. Hansi says his 100th course was Middleburg Country Club, and he's been stuck on 102 for a while. Yes, a tour to Cape Town will sort that out very quickly. White Tiger, my 100th was Makofle. Graham says I had 1 international course, Bombay Presidential in India. Very nice. And then Brandon's written me a love letter. Saw something on HSBC Champs this weekend. The player was taking an unplayable, but commentators thought he was taking relief from a TV tower. Drop should be line of sight to the flag and not next shot. Okay, if that makes sense with you. Hannah says, I wish I could play around in the amount of courses I played, 76. Nice, Hannah. Okay, so my 100th course, it just came back to me because I had miscalculated this, right? Any guesses? Any guesses?
Your 100th course.
So my intended 100 course was supposed to be a proper course. I can't remember now. Right? So when I recounted, it turned out that Soweto Country Club was my 100th course. Out of all of that, can you believe?
It's still a lucky course, though. There's nothing wrong with that course.
Yeah, but I'm not going to rush back to go play there. Let's be honest. All right, I'm going to show you some pictures. So Nico Rutz, he's played 130. His favorite was the Montgomery Max Royal Golf Club in Turkey. He went on a tour to Turkey, which Duckhook did a while back with Fats. And this is some of the pictures he sent me. Stunning. I want to do this. One, I think it should be on all our bucket lists is to play night golf. I think it would be fantastic. Very nice, very nice. Yes.
We've actually played a couple of night golfs, eh? I remember Houghton when we finished in night. I remember Huddle Park at
It's
night.
not the same. It's not the same. Because you don't see them.
Oh, sorry.
Yes. But good. Not quite there. Graham de Villiers, 128. He says, he gave me a list actually. Highland Gates is one of his favorites, or right up there. He gave me a top 5, but if I had to try and find that top 5 now, that would, let's see how quickly my WhatsApp skills are. Graham de Villiers, here we go. Clovelly number 2, Bombay Presidential Golf Club, and there's number 3, and 4 is South Broom, and 5 is Sun City. I assume that's the Gary Player Country Club. Very nice, Graham. There's a couple of guys who said Highland Gate. Jaco Jacobs, 127, he said his favorite is Leopard Creek. Very nice. Yeah, I'm still waiting. That will be another course that I can tick off if that ever manages to manifest itself. Donnie, here's yours. You've played Field of Surf, right?
That's correct. That would be, I would say, my favorite.
Yeah.
It's a Bernard Langer golf course, small island. It's absolutely stunning. They featured holes, a par 5, like long par 5, dogleg right.
The reason I didn't put it on your picture because it's on my picture. So now you can carry on.
There we go. But the signature holes, a par 5, dogleg right, and the green is raised, and you can actually see out into that ocean. It's like an unbelievable experience, and it's actually got like volcano rocks between the holes and on the holes. It's like, I remember the one par 5's got a couple of fairway bunkers with volcano rocks, and that's actually where my ball hit. So didn't find it after that, but stunning golf course, stunning.
Mazza, just a quick question. Donnie, how hard did you work to get to go play at Mauritius? Let me just quickly hear that.
Why did you get to go play? Tell us.
No. So actually, I didn't play that round with the one that I actually, the year that I won Player of the Season. That was actually when I was still working for TaylorMade, the 1 year I went over.
Nice.
Okay.
So for all the work-related.
So all the new ducklets, Donnie, a few years ago, won Player of the Season, and there was a trip to Mauritius sponsored by World Leisure Holidays that he won, and went there. What did you play any courses on that occasion?
No. That was purely golf club stay at home, but we just literally went and sightseed the whole place. So.
Nice. I'm just going to put this back up here because you have to take a little boat from one end to the other to get to this golf course. And yeah, it's stunning. If ever you get the opportunity to do it, do it. You might need to take a bond out to play there. So we were lucky. I don't know about you, but we didn't have to. We were invited. But I think it's almost 6,000-7,000 rand to play there.
Yeah, no, it was. I remember at that stage it was all on TaylorMade's account when I went there, and it was crazy. Luckily to get 2 free rounds in there.
Look at this. I think he might be winning Fats because he's played TPC Sawgrass, Ponte Vedra Beach. How nice is that?
Jeez.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
Fricky, but we also played that 17th hole.
Yeah, on a simulator.
There was some sort of hole that you've played somewhere.
No, I can't remember at Legends.
Yeah.
Eddie Ivers just came up and blew us all out of the water and says, I've played well over 150 courses. I'll get the exact number. It's within 3. But I think Jason's also over 150 courses. Where do these people play these courses? It's unbelievable. Fricky, here's yours. You say Pinnacle Point's is one of your favorite.
Yeah, Mazza. Look, I had the privilege to play there. Lucky was actually with us and his father and Jacques Gravenstein, and the weather was perfect. I mean, not a lot of wind, and it was just so perfect. And didn't play great around, but the course is it's one of the favorites. So
beautiful.
Yeah, Yuki will agree to me that that is an awesome course.
I think I played there once, but the wind was howling. Pinnacle Point's one of those places you need to go down to Mossel Bay or George for a week and hope to find one day that the wind's not blowing. Otherwise, you're wasting your time.
Yeah. So me and Burns were playing on the 19th of December. We're going to play there. So
nice.
Hopefully it's not windy. But yeah, I think it's his first time as well. So I'm going to show him around. Hopefully the price of the cards doesn't fail. So
Don't
we'll
go
see.
there. Don't even go there. Sure. We all saw that video. Sure.
There's the one thing. Sorry, I wanted to quickly interrupt there. But
Let's do this one quickly.
okay.
Ansia Man 102, Champagne Sports Resource, one is favorite. This is also in my top 10 for sure. Great golf course, great scenes. Very nice. Continue.
Yeah. No, Maz. Like remember, I also sent you a picture of like if you look at the dots where all your games are. And like the one thing I can say is like if I had like a week's holiday to go down to the coast, my number would also go up. But I unfortunately hate coastal golf.
Which
why
coast? There's a difference between Durban coast and
I hate wind.
George coast.
I hate wind. so yeah, that's the thing. So it's like it's just weird.
Okay. I got two more to go through. Brian Owen, this is also right up there. Look at this guy, 75. But Moona Lani Resort in the South Course in Hawaii. How nice is that? But he also looks like he's 20.
Yeah, but
yeah, go for it, Don.
No, I'm just looking at that picture there on the left. Those it looks like the wind was blowing on the day there.
Proper. I just noticed that as well. Those things are falling. Very nice. Very exotic. Again, if anybody else who is not part of this has played an utterly exotic place, let us know. And then Kieran, here he is. He's played Anahita at Mauritius, 72. Also a very nice golf course. Had the pleasure of playing in the same trip at this place. Stunning. Very, very nice. And this is also a resort that nobody can afford. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. It looks nice. Hopefully, one of these next 2 or 3 years, I'll have a chance to play in Mauritius. I've got family and friends on that side, so
cool. Old times, yeah. But the golf is expensive. That's all you need to know. Gary says, "How's it, Ducks? Fingers crossed. Hoping to play around at the Emirates Faldo course. I don't have the meet. I'm having a meeting on Monday, and then we'll play in the afternoon. Oh, don't call me now. Don't call me now." And a night grab. That's awesome. You take videos, Mr. Gary, and we will showcase the hell out of it. And then Yakumin, thanks for watching, Yakumin. Samola, beautiful course. Stunning, stunning, stunning. There we have it. Jamie, are you still with us?
Yes.
He's bored, yeah, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah, no. I've played St Andrews.
Have you really?
My parents are Scottish, so my dad used to have a caravan at the back of it was a family home out the back of the old the clubhouse. So I was very young when I played it. But yeah, my dad used to play there all the time.
I think you should have led with that when I introduced this thing. Hi, I played St Andrews. All right, done.
Over here, I'd probably say Crown Mines because I think it's the 11th where you get down to the green and there's an armed guard there. That's quite a spectacular view for a Londoner.
I'm sure, especially if that's the first time you're going to play. Yeah, Crown Mines, rest in peace, because that one is not even open. So if you manage, I was actually going through the list again, and there's Crown Mines is one, and Leeuwkop is another. If you have played those, nobody's going to catch you because they're gone.
Yeah, and I have.
Yeah, for sure. Jamie, you ready? It's time for you to be the main factor here, because we're moving on to the Thursday League at Randpark tomorrow, and this is what the standings look like. So we've kind of worked out permutations. Jamie is on 311 points, hasn't missed a game, so his total is 240. If you look at the bubbles, besides January and February, you've held the number one spot the whole way through. Very nice. Grant has had, I've said this before, his chances in the last two events. 2 events ago, I was playing with him, and he was flying, and he was catching you. I think at one point, there's only 3 behind you, and then he fell out of the bus again. And then the last one at ERPM, apparently he fell out of the bus again. So he's given you a massive chance. Jason's on 301, 1 point behind. Then it's Mikil on 297, and Leon Oosthuizen, 293. I'm sure he can do better than his last place from ERPM, so he's got a lot of improvement that he can do. Kevin's won twice. Ian is looking desperately to win so that he can catch Frikkie on the standings. And then we go further down. Donnie, you are there, so you might get an automatic invite to the Summer Cup if you just hang on to this spot and get into the shootout. We need to have you there. Yeah. Permutations, Frikkie.
Yeah, Mazo. So the one permutation is if Jamie does not pitch up tomorrow, Grant basically just needs to make 31 points or 32 points to catch Jamie. If Jamie does not feature and he only makes like 29, well, less than 29 points, Grant needs to make 39 points. And then obviously from there, any point above 29, just add one extra shot to Grant's 39. So, yeah,
Sure.
that's basically it.
So what are you saying? If he shoots lower than 28, Grant needs to shoot 39.
39, yes, correct, yeah.
Wow, okay. So that's going to be interesting.
From an 11 handicap, it's extremely possible,
It is possible.
Jamie just needs to make sure that he gets at least his average of 34, 33 points, and then
Okay.
it becomes a bit difficult for Grant.
Well, let's put this into context because I have Jamie's season and his lowest score is 29, and that was the first one at his favorite golf course, Pretoria Country Club. But look how steady. He's shot over 30 every single round. Jamie, take us through this.
Yeah, so well, the thing with Pretoria is I always feel like I've played quite well there, but and I come off and see like 29 points. You're like, gee, but those greens just I'm not a great spinner of the ball, so I can't land. I land on the green and it just rolls off. So, but I enjoy playing there. Wood Hill's, of course, I like. I seem to play well there. Benoni Lakes is a course I've often played well at. Jackal, it's not far from me, so I know Jackal well. Rumsick, it's I'm not sure. I probably wasn't drinking that day and got 37. I don't know. I don't remember too much about that one.
You like Blue Valley?
Blue Valley, Blue Valley. Well, I had to give someone else a chance at Blue Valley, so I'll be back next year for that one. Reading, again, a course I kind of like. I like the old school kind of courses, not the trendy estates. I like the old clubhouse and those sort of courses. So I like Reading. Wanderers, I played well. I played with Donny, and I played well, but I could not putt. Everything was three putts. So Wanderers should have been a lot better, but just one of those days. Royal, I played with you and Grant, and I had you cheering on Grant the whole way round. So it was tough at the start, but I pulled it back and got into Grant's head a bit to make it a bit fairer. And then ERPM, I can't remember that one. Who did I play with there? But,
I think I played with you again.
And Leon. Remember you were playing with
Leon.
Played decent.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
that's easy. It's mind games only and are no fun anymore. Once he crumbles, because he hits it so far, when he gets it wrong, that thing's gone. It's out of there.
I think after the first hole, when he got into Leon's head, he was standing. Every time Leon hit a shot, he was like.
Average of 34 is no mean feat. That is brilliant. To average 34, wow. So, like we all said, yours to lose.
At the start of the year, Benoni Lakes, I played Hansi and in the singles, and I played quite well that day. And I said to him, because he was moaning, I shouldn't really play. I think I was playing off 15. He was moaning I shouldn't be off 15, and I was like, no, I agree. I don't understand how I play well on Thursdays and Sundays. It's just awful. And he's like, well, it's probably to do with the fact you have about 6 beers before you go out on a Sunday. So I've stopped drinking on a Sunday and I'm still terrible. So I'm going back to drinking at Krugersdorp.
Even a blind squirrel finds a nut, right?
Yeah. So
let's have a look at the player of the season rankings. This is very important with only 3 events to go. If Ian wins at Firethorn, Frikkie, he will pass you.
Yes, he will. I think even if Luki also wins, there's a chance that he might get very close. But yeah, so temporarily Ian will pass me. All depends on what happens on the singles game as well. But yeah, it's all for Ian to try and get that win, or at least the top 3. That will help.
I can promise you one thing. Ian is doing a rain dance or voodoo dance that you lose and don't win the singles.
Yes, he is definitely, yeah. But it's all fun and games. Nice little chirping that we've got with each other. So we'll see. We obviously support each other. We want to give the best. Like me and Donnie, every time that we were in a running for the player of the season, we always support each other. So yeah, may the best person win.
I just want to go back to the chat line because there's some interesting things that people have said here. One of which is Graham says South Downs are closed. Did you know that? Like the
No.
actual South Downs there near Eye of Africa?
No, because as far as I know, Rudy Whitfield from Glendower, he owns the pro shop there, and I spoke to him literally like 2-3 weeks ago, and he said to me that shop was doing okay. So I don't know. I haven't any
Sure.
feedback, but I
That
spoke to
could
the
be a
owner.
massive falsie, that one.
Yeah, I agree.
Everybody watching the show from South Downs would be like, what? But I played there yesterday. Ansiaman says Randfontein also gone. I never played there, so that don't matter. I don't even know where that is.
Like a course,
Randfontein, I assume. You played excellent golf at Benoni Lakes, Sir Sherry, says Hansi. Okay, let's have a look at stats. I need to just squeeze this up. Oh, sheesh, I've lost people. One moment, please. Jamie, are you there? Yes, you are. Hello, Jamie. Donnie, are you there? Yes. Hello, Donnie. You're back. Okay, this is what I was trying to do. Look at this. The last time we played Firethorn, which also is not great, is 2022, where Jean-Dre Fenter won on 4 under 40 points. It's ranked 37th in the country, which is a fall from grace, not to say the most, because I remember when I was a member there, it was in the top 10 or something. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Sure. So come on. I wonder what's happened. Gauteng ranking 25th. Course record 61. I'm sure it would have been during one of the Joburg Opens or something. But yes, it's when Firethorn's on fire, that is one of the best courses in the country, I would say.
Yeah.
Mazo, let me just quickly check. This Jean-Dre Venter that you're talking about, is that Jan's son, eh? That was a little, 100%.
Yeah,
I remember.
that's the one.
Yeah.
The average handicap, dates are wrong, 22, is 14, 30 points, gross 92. So that's what we're aiming for, an average of 30. Very nice.
What's your handicap
Mine.
tomorrow? No, Jamie.
Oh, Jamie, I don't know. We'll see now.
Me, I think I'm 14.
You see, there you are. There you are.
On the average.
Average through life.
I think there's some people who haven't actually played this. Have you played yet, Jamie?
Me, yes, I had it for a while. I remember when Jan's son won it.
Okay.
So I played both courses.
If there's anybody
not well
else who has not played it, let me know. Here's some nice pictures for you to look at Firethorn. This is from the clubhouse, and this is some random stuff while we're talking. I think you can score here. I remember Hansi Haman winning one year at -11, and then second place was -10, and third place was -8, and then fifth place was -6. Something ridiculously happened that day. So it is possible to go low.
Yeah, Maz, I think it's obviously the greens, it's I think if you've got a good putting day, the stigma with Firethorn, it's normally very sort of hardish, firmish greens, but it's normally quick and true, which is nice. So if you're putting well today, I think you can score well. It's just yet again, it's just miss the trees off the tee box, to give yourself a good second shot or a good approach.
But even in saying that, I still think it's pretty wide. You really have to hit it wayward to be in the trees.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's it's actually a really nice layout, and it's if you think about the layout, there's a couple of dogleg lefts, dogleg rights, so it's a good combination of shots that you need to pull, off during your round. But I think greens are well guarded with bunkers, But yet again, like you said, it's the fairways are wide, and I think the runoff areas next to the fairways are also wide, and then the tree line starts. So if you do miss, let's say, the rough or the fairway 5 or 10 meters out, you still got a shot in, which is nice.
You're not guaranteed to make a double.
Yeah,
it would have had a lot of rain because I'm only 10-15 minutes up the road from it, and we've had quite a lot of rain the last few days. So big storms. So I would have thought the greens will be a little bit soft tomorrow.
Great. It'll be interesting to see what they're running at. Hopefully it's running at a nice pace. The other thing I wanted to say is they've got difficult par threes. If we look at, let's put the closest to the pins in while we're at it. Here it is. The first is a concepts voucher. I thought, let's get it off and running. So we're all off the first tee, and then we're going to have the closest in 2, because everybody can reach this one on the first.
Yeah.
Then the 8th, that par 3 is a slippery 8, because it kind of follows that river around. So if you're hitting it with a cut and you don't hit it enough, it will go with the water. And then the 17th is also a tricky one, where that is normally about 170 to get to a flag, and there's just trouble left and bunkers all over the place, D.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's like the par threes are difficult, especially those two. You know, you're looking at like a sort of a 6-7 iron, or maybe like even a 5 iron into the hole. So especially the 17th, I think that is such a beautiful par 3, and it's also like a different level green. So you've got a couple of tiers there. So yeah, beautiful. And I think the first hole also, like starting off, quite a challenging hole. Don't know if you can hit drivers like.
Well, you can't unless you're taking Tiger Line. I can. Jamie can for sure. He'll just get over the water. I don't know about you, Fricky.
Well, that's a big hit.
It is. Depends where that tee box is, because if that tee box is further back, that's at least a 160 carry over there.
Yeah.
Martin Tata says we booked to play South Downs on Sunday. You're not looking very good, Graham. Sheriff, I know you're watching.
Graham already said, sorry, my bad. Fake news then. Not sure where I heard it. Face blue, nice. So I think he already called it that.
Gary also says it's been raining a lot. White Tiger says anything slight to the side of Jamie's drive is a wide fairway for him. So going to be easy for him tomorrow. Rudolph said, I'll be taking a driver to reach some of the par 3s. Ryan Jensen's playing, so you won't be the only one taking driver to reach par 3s. So don't feel out on the day.
Yeah, you're feisty tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said I was in the mood to stick people away. Sorry if you're in the way. I want to show you the field. This is the field. Jamie, you are playing off a 14. Very good. Jason, this is the last 4 ball here, is playing off an 8-8. He's also too high. Off an 8, if he has a half decent game, he's going to shit in here. Easy game. Then, Donnie, you're playing off a 0.
Yes. Thank you. I'm not a +2.
Fricky, you're playing off a 9. If Fricky has half a good day, he's also going to shit in off a 9. Just saying. Grant's off. There's a lot of ringers here. Grant's off in 11. Who knows how? And his Duckhook is 13. Imagine he played off his Duckhook. Ouch. I haven't got to mine because I'm embarrassed to say that I'm an 18, Duckhook 19. So I stroke every hole. Whoop, whoop. Anybody else that seems very low? Look at Jomo. Saga 14, Duckhook 21. Cannot play here.
Don't forget about Martin Tauter. He's now playing off a 14, So I'm just saying, Martin, dis bietjie hoog daai, hoor?
Where's Martin playing?
8-14.
Jeez, I thought I left him out for a second. Ian is playing for 15. Yeah, so just looking at this, it's -8 might be a reality with some of the handicaps that are coming through here. I'll put my hand up.
If you shoot -8 tomorrow, yes.
Yeah, well, I'll take it, eh? I'll take it. I do not mind being a ringer for that day. I've had a horrible year of golf. So if I can come right once, I'll take it. Fricky, this has been updated because the points difference is actually 4 and -4 because it was 4 and 2. I had 2. I looked at the wrong side. So a bit of work to do. You need to win 4 and something to try and pull this all back to even.
Look, from my point of view is if you want to beat everyone, then you need to beat everyone, and the points difference is not going to make any difference. So if I beat Grant tomorrow and I beat Burns wherever we're going to play, then it doesn't matter. So, we'll see how it goes. I don't want to go for halves. So, we'll see. Grant 11 is, I'm giving him 2 shots.
What do you mean points difference doesn't make a difference? You lose to Grant by a big margin. That means you have to smash Bernard.
Yeah, but then that's not going to happen. So Burns will then take it.
The typical keeping it low key, are we? Yes.
Yes.
Yes, so Firethorn, interesting. It's going to be fun. I intend on staying and having a couple of drinks with the boys to wrap off the Thursday season. I hope, Donnie, you stay for a little bit and have a Branners with me. And everyone else. Jamie will definitely be there. He'll be 3 deep. Oh, well, actually not. He's coming in last because I need to be there to hand him his trophy, you see, Jamie.
No, Randpark. I say Randpark's a close call, so I always drink there. So I don't. I'm sort of torn. Do I try and take it seriously or just go and have fun? So and at 8:30, I could have had an hour and a half drinking before I tee off. So
Last question.
Meisters, I'm bringing the buffalo card as well.
Bring him.
You just get into Grant's head. Don't worry about the buffalo.
Yes. Just run him over. Yeah, just run him over. Jamie, you win this thing. You're the captain of the Thursday League next year for the shootout team. Is it something you're looking forward to doing?
No, because then it's another round I'll have to take seriously again. So again, Eye of Africa's often been a few shooters before we go out and play, and now I'll have to give motivational speeches and sort out kit, and it's not really my game.
No, but this is how it works. So you have your group, right? As long as you know what's happening, and then you get some really reliable vice captains and give them the job to do.
Right. Okay. How do I select my team? Is it do I get the top 10 in my league, or is it do you decide? Because there'll be guys that are in Sunday 1 and Sunday 2.
So let's look at this. We can almost break this down, right? If you look at this page, the only person that is higher in another league is Ian, who's second in Sunday 2. So Ian will drop out. So pretty much this will be your team if they all can make it. And whoever's 11th will come in. I'm not sure who 11th is. But let's see. Grant was the captain of the Barbarians last year. He's very good at organizing free stuff. So he can be a vice captain and take some pressure off of you.
Grant and Jason playing off 11 and 8. I'll take those two any day of the week as my vice captains.
Correct.
Barney, don't turn up with any of this +2 nonsense. I need you off 3 or 4 by January, please.
Yes.
I'll just go back and just look at my performance last year.
Calendar updates. I'm sure you want to see some of these. I confirmed 3 courses. It has been tough, I must be honest. This is what it looked like. And this is what it looks like now. Are you ready? Keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. Here we go. Woodhill's been added 3rd of August. Royal West has been added 14th of August. Glen Vista has been added on the 18th of September. Then, on the right-hand side for special events, the Team Clash, that 13th of July is changed, right? Because, as we are mentioning, we're going to do a mini thingy where we go to a Friday. Oh, goodness, let me take this out. Friday. We go and play Paris, and then Saturday afternoon we play Val de Gras and we come home. That is kind of almost done, and that is going to be more middle of May to break it up, and it's not too winterish, so more people can partake. Perfect place for Jamie to go and get smashed.
Yes.
I've got to qualify first.
You don't have to.
Okay, I'm in then. Yeah. I'm in.
Okay, I need to. Oh goodness. Okay, let's do this. Doing this again. We're doing some spins, people, for prizes.
Yes.
Random draws. The prize is entry into the Frikkie Invitational, right?
Frikkie Koen Invitational, yes. The 31st of December, because the 30th they close. So, we're moving into 31st the morning, so that we can at least have New Year's at the evening.
Mooi. Okay. Are you ready? So now, what I've done is I've taken all October's people who played. So if you played 3 times, you played. And I took Woodhill. So if you played 4 times, your name is in the list 4 times. Smashing. Right. I've obviously done this. But now, there were 211 odd names. Just, what are the chances? Right, there's 211 names in this thing. When I hit spin, the first time, I thought I'd keep this. Look who it landed on.
It's rigged.
Okay, yes, I've got a free entry. Yes, baby.
Yeah, you're forfeiting that one. So this one doesn't even count. Right, but I couldn't believe it. I'm like, how is this even possible? Right, so let's go again. So this was...
I won something, Mazza. I won something.
This was the second time. Yeah, you won something that you gave back. 111 names. It spins. We can't say anything because there's so many people. Rudolph Frederick. Yeah, you're watching at least. You get free entry into the Frikkie Invitational on the Rudolph. And then you're giving away another one. Here's the third spin. Brrr. Is it somebody that is watching the show? Hopefully. Da, 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 da.
Francis, lekker.
Francois, I know you're watching, so you also get a free entry. So I hope you guys are around to make use of these entries. Right.
Correct.
I think my wife's outside, stuck outside. Hold on. Let me just see what this is saying. No, sorry. I heard hooting. I was like, oh, where's the keys? All right. Now, we've been skimming, and people will know that I've been skimming this long time. For the last 2 years, I've been trying to put something together where we incorporate more teams as a whole throughout a season. Okay. So this is what I would like to do next year. I would like to take one of the Sunday leagues and make teams play within it. So it doesn't change. It's still Sunday 1, Sunday 2, individual winner, individual like we do now. But the side game, right, is going to add more of a geesie vibe to the whole thing. So this is what I am looking to do.
I'm in.
Are you in? Well, you better be
Yeah.
in. Because we need buy-in here, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
You need to be part of it. So,
I just heard a vibe. I'm in. Whatever.
right. The Ducks are alive. So Sunday 2 will feature 4 teams of 12, right? That will play. It doesn't mean that 12 is the end. There might be 16 in the team, right? But 4 teams of 12. So we have the Avenger Duck, we have the Ninja Duck, we have the James Bond looking duck, and we have the Gladiator Duck. So okay, this is cool because I like this. Hold on. There's the Avenger Duck. Do you want to be in his team? Or do you want to be in the James Bond's team? James Duck, shall we say? Or the Ninja Duck?
I want to be in this one. Pick me.
This one. Right. So how I propose it works. All right. Right. We go and we do an auction. Right. Like the IPL. So the team leaders will be appointed. So if you want to be a team leader, you have to let me know. I'm not going to just appoint anybody, because being a team leader is an important job, because you have to rally your team, you have to communicate to your team, you have to organize your team, you have to see who's pairing with who. Because if you have 12 guys, doesn't mean they all have to play at the same together the whole time. Frikkie and Gerard don't always have to play together. It can be any one of those 12. So you're always playing against different oaks, but there will be against the others. Right. So that is that. The team budget for the auction will be 1 million credits. Now, we know how this works. It's the same as golf. What's it? Golf champs, where you get 100. And then you have to buy 4 players. Now you get 1 million credits for, say, player value will be based on the season rankings of this year. And the leader must buy 12 players. Right. So what I propose is that the top 5 will be valued at 200,000 credits. Then from 6 to 20, they'll be valued at 100,000 credits. And then 21 and above, that includes new players, anyone that who's interested. So people need to sign up, and then we put them in categories, and there will be 50. So you need to build, the captain needs to build his team. So he can't have a Frikkie and an Ian, for instance, they're top 2, because that's 400,000, and he still needs to buy 10 players within a budget, right? But then he's got to go to the end. So you see how that works. We all know how this works. So that is what we do. So we have an auction. So everybody says, yes, I want to be in, and then we take it from there. Right, now where am I on these graphics here? Have I shown this? Yes, okay. Right, then what happens is on match day, it will be 2 versus 2. It will be better ball, right? So there will be 6 matches per event. Teams play each other twice, 6 league events, and then the top 2 go to final. So it's not every single game. So we do February, March, April. We take a break for May, because May, it's holidays and it's that little mini tour, etc. Then we do July, August. We skip September because of the tour, and then we go October, November, right? So we have time to plan these things. Okay, does that make sense? Are you with me?
Yes, I'm with you.
Donnie, what do you think so far?
It's a very good idea. I like the Ninja Duck.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you can, if you want to be a captain, you could bid to be the captain. Jamie, you'd need to play a Sunday. You need to play in a specific Sunday. It's not going to move around. It's going to be in a specific Sunday.
Yes, I'll make an effort. I'll make an effort.
And Freaky, I'm sure you'll be in. Yes.
Just a quick question. So let's say there's a captain that buys you. Obviously, the guy that gets bought doesn't have a say. He's in the team. That's it, right?
No, he doesn't have a say. You can't refuse. The captain is bought.
Listen, whoever is the captain of the Ninja Ducks, please pick me. I want to be in the Ninja Ducks.
Right. And I can also tell you that Freaky and myself will not be captains. We do other things. So it's open to other people. Right. What is this? So there you see on match day, it will be Avenger Duck versus Ninja Duck. And then also the same day, it will be Bondi Duck and Gladiator Duck taking each other on. How the points work then is the point scoring system looks like this. If your team, so on the live scoring, as like Ryder Cup, if your team wins 4-2, you take 4 points into your log or your standings, and Team B takes 2. So there's opposition. There's an opportunity to catch. Okay.
Yeah.
You're still with me. So that is pretty much it. So the teams will play these events. The captains, you have your WhatsApp group. You'll say these are everyone playing. So you need to rally behind. It also makes people commit more to these games. Rally behind who's playing. Send me the teams, and then we put them up against each other. And then say ninjas versus those ones. This week, the following month will be the other two, and then the following month the other two, and then everybody plays each other twice because there's only 4 teams. There can't be 5 teams because then will always be somebody missing, right?
Yeah.
So I think 12 is enough. And then if there's a lot of technicalities that will come up, I'm sure, after you watch this and say, what about this? What about this? What about this? But we've got to look at the end, how it will all unfold. To try and get it right. It's the first time, but at least it will be a separate storyline to what we're doing. So we still have the Sunday as normal, but we'll have a separate storyline and that we can enjoy. Then there were thoughts of what if the winning team, Donnie, becomes the Barbarians team in the shootout?
Because that makes sense. It's
Right.
a team playing the whole year.
So your team is trying to get into the shootout as a team.
And then that team.
Right.
But
so the Barbarians are normally made up of guys who are the guys who didn't really make it.
Okay.
Now we have a dedicated team. The question is that will come up is what if somebody in that team wins Sunday 1? What happens to him? I don't know. I don't have an answer for you.
No, surely it's like he'll go out of the team because he's won Sunday 1. So then he'll be the captain of Sunday 1. Then I think somebody else needs to come in. But I think it's also just, I know it's like the Barbarians were normally sort of like also chosen of guys that was like that one event or something like that. So, that's where that pool of guys can maybe go in as if there's duplicates, because there's going to be duplicates that's going to be higher up on a Sunday 1 or Sunday 2 or Thursday, that type of stuff. But, yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to be fun.
I think it is. And like every time, you got to start somewhere, Jamie. You got to start somewhere and see how it goes. Well, why not start now? Because if we look at the team clash and we look at this last team collision, it was really successful, right? And the shootouts are successful. So why not add in a team to a Sunday? Teams. I can see it now, all with their shirts and their funky logos and the captains and blah, blah, blah. Let's have some comments here. I'm going there's been a lot of comments here. Gary, in. That was easy enough. Nico Kruger, Duck Lee. Rudolph says, my socks will be fit the Avengers Duck. Gerard says, Ninja Duck, Bond Duck, Roman Duck. Okay. Rudolph says, I'm Captain America. Graham says, Duckulator. I know what you're trying to say, but I can't say it. So I see the names are coming in already. Gladiator Duck can be Ducky's Maximus. Martin says, sounds awesome. I'm in. Yakumin says, I see myself as a gladiator duck. Hansi says, sounds like great fun. Paul says, by me, I'm cheap. Such a good comment. I'm not going to say it. Nico says, sounds like a mazo. Martin says, Paul, you're not cheap, just currently on a special. Nico says, brilliant thinking there, Maz. Well done. I like it very much. Count me in. Yay. Graham Sneeman. Oh, but this makes it interesting because Gerard Sneeman, he might not be your partner because the captain might buy you, but not him.
Correct. 100% right, yeah.
Right. Gary says, my wife said I looked like a team leader. Raising my hand for consideration. Nice. Send me a WhatsApp. Thank you. Nico Kruger says something to walk towards.
Donnie, ek en jy mag dalk saam partners is in Ninja Ducks, né? Jy's bietjie cheaper as ek.
Okay.
Ek weet.
Yeah.
Gary says, how does the Barbarians team get selected at the moment? At the moment, the way the Barbarians team gets selected, say for this year to next year, is that you get the top 10 of the leagues. Then it's the guys who have won events, but don't feature in the top 10 of the leagues. So say, for instance, last year, a good example is George Hunter. He started 3 months before the end of the year. Okay. He won the Summer Cup. So being a major winner, he's eligible to go into the Barbarians team. There might be somebody who also won something significant or won like the singles match play, but didn't make it in the top 10. He would go in. There's a lot of them. So you kind of really got to whittle it down who deserves it most. Then everybody's left, right, that deserves to be there, goes into a pool of wild cards. And then each team chooses 2 wild cards to join them out of that pool. So that's how the Barbarians work. So that's why the thought was there. If we move that out, we can just have this team, but it's not a final thing. All right. Gerard says, lekker idea. There we have it.
Lekker.
Okay, so I'll put this out there for the people not watching. And then I think if we do this, we need to get the ball rolling so we can get the teams together. We can rank people. We can do an auction, because if we start in February, there's a lot to do. A lot to do. Okay.
So just from this start, I would say that maybe the guys that wants to be captains start getting in touch with Mazzo, and then that obviously would be the starting point from my point of view. The rankings is sort of already there. There might be a few changes, with 2-3 games to go, but I think it already gives them an idea of who wants to be where. So give your votes in for Mazzo for the captaincies, and pick Donnie.
And please, if you suck at WhatsApp, you can't be a captain. The end.
Maz, I just also think, just my sort of 5 cents on that is that I think if you want to play in this, you need to be like realistic and say, okay, you're going to play 75% at least games for the year.
It's only 6 games, people. Surely it's only 6 matches that you have to commit to, and those will pretty much be the months that we do it.
Correct.
Yeah, I think that's going to be the thing. Don't start the season off and then halfway through the season say no, you can't or something. And
then little things like if you don't have enough, then you can call on somebody in the field that's not allocated who will just be a sub, because we can't just because we're one short of you know what I mean. Right, that's the show for this week. At this stage, there will not be another show. There will not be a show next week, which is very disappointing. I'm going to try and make a plan. Unfortunately, St. Francis Link's internet sucks. Right, so I really need to find a fast internet to be able to do the show, because it's also preview, so the timing is off here. But the following week, the week after that, then we're back on. Otherwise, that show might just be 2 hours long. Okay.
Happy.
Right. Thank you, Jamie. We'll see you tomorrow.
Good luck, Jamie.
I expect
Thank you, Andrew.
Before you tee off.
Thank you.
Jamie, I'm calling it now. Kapitan, have a good evening. Sleep tight. Have maybe a Guinness or half one, and then tomorrow morning the other half. We want to push up.
I can't do halves. Once I start, that's it.
I'm going to need to get an Uber home. Damn it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just one last thing. You mentioned -8. I'm saying -6 tomorrow.
Okay.
Anyone? Donnie?
It's like, considering where we are lately, I also say like -5, -6.
Correct. Somebody's going to go low. I'm going -4 for me.
And Jamie?
I will take 36 points. I would happily anything above that. Then the beers are on me. Let me tell you.
Okay.
You can buffalo me as much as you want.
Lekker.
Cheers, gents. Bye.
Cheers, boys.